Hey guys, it's me, Bailey here, and welcome back to another video on my channel. So today I am continuing on with my limited pack build series. I'm going to say this every single time that I do a part in this series, but if you don't know what this is, I'm basically just trying to showcase every single pack by only building with base game and a certain pack. Today we are building with base game and get famous. I'm going in order of when I bought the packs, so like this is a little bit questionable, right? I didn't have seasons, I didn't have cats and dogs, I didn't have so many different things, Parenthood, Jungle Adventure, you know, all the really likable packs. I decided to get famous before all of those. I don't know what I was thinking. I wouldn't recommend you do it, you know? I'm just saying, I think that you should get seasons before you get any of the other packs, really. That's just my personal opinion. I actually did have a let's play in mind for this expansion. It was like, I was going to explore the storylines of 3 different Sims and they were all going to become famous in different ways. It was kind of cliche, kind of stupid. I'm very happy that I ended up not even recording part 1. But anyway, that is why we're building with Get Famous today. So I'll do a review on build, buy, create a sim, the world, the gameplay in a second, but I do want to talk about this home first. So this isn't one of my favorite homes that I've ever created. Don't click away, it's fine. I do like this home, but I struggled with it a lot. I had to cut so much out. It was just not a good time. Originally, I was like, okay, I'm gonna build a mansion because that fits the whole Get Famous aesthetic. It only makes sense. I've never built a mansion before. I've built like 5-bedroom homes, but they were all for families and they didn't really include the luxury items that you picture when you think of like a big celebrity's mansion. There were no bowling alleys, there were no home theaters, anything like that. So I decided that I wanted to build a mansion. And spoiler, that is not what this build is because I scrapped this mansion. I got probably 1/10 of it done and then I got to the front yard and it really killed me that there was just so much empty space. I put like 5 different fountains. It was just an absolute nightmare. So I don't think mansions are my thing. There's a YouTuber that you probably know named Kate Emerald and they build like mansions every other day. It's kind of crazy. It's just not my thing though, especially since I was building that in the Art Deco style and I've never built anything in this style before, so it was an all-around mess. I'm very happy that I ended up switching it up and building here. Now this isn't where any Sims live. This is the community lot area in Dulce Valley, but I still like how it turned out. I still think that it makes sense, but at the same time, it's just a little bit out there. It kind of looks like a spaceship if you look at it in a certain way. I just think that's because the style is a little bit wonky, especially when you're trying to build it in The Sims. A key element of any Art Deco or streamlined modern homes are the curved walls, and that just can't happen. Thankfully, we can do curved balconies and porches, but curved walls do not exist. I don't even think you can make it work with the tool mod. I'm pretty sure I've seen someone move a bunch of windows and somehow give the illusion that there were curved walls in their build. I can't remember who it was, but I just wasn't gonna go for it, so I tried to make it look like there was a curved wall like right here with just a diagonal wall tile, but like it just didn't work and I really wish it could. I feel like it would have made the build so much better, but sadly that's just not a thing. Another signature thing that was very interesting to me about these streamlined modern homes are the windows. So a lot of them have porthole windows, so like the circular windows. A lot of them have really tiny windows like the ones right here. They also have lines on like the wallpaper, I guess you could say. There's nothing like that in The Sims 4, so sadly I couldn't really do anything with that. And then another thing that I thought was really interesting about this style is the window placement is usually not ideal. Like it's not something you would see anywhere else. So you'll see that I put windows on the like direct corner of the walls. Hopefully I'm explaining these things. I'm really bad at it, but it just threw everything that I ever knew about architecture kind of like to the side. I don't know, so that's why I struggled a lot. And then when it comes to the interior, I was able to fit only 2 bedrooms in this house. I do have a storyline for the person who lives here. We'll get to them in a second. but it's very luxurious on the inside just because I was a bit limited when it came to island living and city living. I built tinier homes and I never really felt limited, but with this one I was missing so many items. There isn't much clutter in this pack. I don't know, there isn't much landscaping items. It's kind of sucks. Build Buy is okay. I'd say it's very average. But if you're not building a mid-century modern home or a really luxurious home, you're kind of out of luck. So I definitely did struggle on the interior. There are some lavender couches that I absolutely love. The bed in the master bedroom is gorgeous. So like everything that's included in this pack is really beautiful. Also, just a little side note, I wanted to say it, but right here you will see that I really struggled with the fencing in this house. I actually went and X'd out of the game and it was still like just not working. I don't know what happened. I think whenever I placed gates on this lot, it just completely made the fencing invisible. I don't know what was going on. I've been experiencing so many building glitches lately. It's really not fun. I'd say the worst is probably that one, along with the columns. I can't place columns sometimes. Like, I have to delete walls and try to make it work. I thought originally that it was just because I was stupid or something, or I was like missing a memo. I didn't know how they worked. So it could still be that, but I don't think that that's something that should happen. I think maybe it's a glitch or something like that. And then of course the lighting. I'll stop now, but the list just goes on and on. Anyway, so yeah, you'll see the inside is luxurious. There's so many beautiful items, but like I said, I just felt like there wasn't enough. Hopefully you guys feel the same way, and definitely let me know if I say anything in this series, in the videos in this series, that you don't agree with or you do agree with. Let me know. I will definitely listen to your opinion. These videos are like my favorite whenever someone showcases different packs and talks in depth about their opinions on the pack. I really like it. So yeah, anyway, I guess I addressed the build buy. Let's move on to create a sim. So I'd say that create a sim is slightly above average. I absolutely adore the hairs that come in this pack, even the Judith Ward one, which is a little bit questionable, kind of looks like a mushroom, but I like all the hairs in this pack. Even for the men, I think they did a really nice job, and I think some of the dresses are like a bit over the top, but what do you expect? Like, these are items that really rich and famous celebrities are gonna use, so I think they really did a good job. The only thing that I can really think of that I don't like about Create a Sim is that we got a really nice pair of jeans, like a beautiful pair of jeans, and for some reason in The Sims 4, these are very hard to come by. I can list on one hand the jeans that I really like there's a really nice pair from Laundry Day, and then one from City Living, I'm pretty sure, and then I think there was one that came in the holiday update. That's basically it, but this pair of jeans has like a little, I'm not gonna describe it right, it's like a little pocket or a little sleeve on the thigh that holds makeup brushes, and it completely ruins the pair of jeans. I know it's a very nitpicky thing, but I'm still a little mad about it, and I'm sure someone has created a piece of CC that fixes that problem, but I don't know. I really wish that they would stop doing that, like stop adding accessories to pieces of clothing, and I know that they have gotten so much better with this. Like, I remember in the Sims 3 days we would get like really cute tops or dresses, things like that, and then there would be an extremely ugly necklace that would go along with it, and the necklaces in the Sims 3 were just, they were not good. They literally look like tattoos that were on your Sim's body. It was super weird. If you know, you know. But yeah, I really do like Create a Sim. It's not like the best. It's not Eco Lifestyle. It's not, I think Seasons is definitely up there too in like everything, gameplay, build buy, basically everything. But it's still really nice. I do get a lot of use out of Create a Sim. Like I said, the hairs, and then there's one shirt that like a lot of my Sims end up wearing. So I'm also saying like a lot. I don't know why. I do have a script for this video as always, and I will say a couple of people have been talking to me in group chats, and we're always talking to each other about like tips on doing voiceovers and things like that. Writing a script is a lifesaver, but I'm still like a little bit nervous whenever I do these voiceovers, so I end up saying like, and a new one is me saying if I'm being honest with you. That's something that I say now, so if you notice that, I'm really sorry. I do think that I'm making some progress though. I used to say in every single sentence, so we are making some progress. I think in one of my last voiceovers, I counted that I said once. I think I've said it more than that in this voiceover, but anyway, now that I pointed it out, you're probably going to notice. Let's move on to the world of Delso Valley, and then we'll get into gameplay, because that's my favorite part. But Delso Valley, I remember when the Game Changers got access to it, and pictures of the map view of Delso Valley were floating around, everyone was so upset. Now, this alludes to like a bigger problem with The Sims, especially recently, and I'm gonna get into a little bit of a rant. So Delso Valley only has, I believe, 11 lots, and nowadays that's like normal. Like, that's not even a really tiny world, that's pretty much normal nowadays. I feel like Delso Valley was pretty well done. I really enjoy the Starlight Boulevard, is that what you call it? I've never visited California, but I think it is the Sims version of Starlight Boulevard, basically where all the celebrities have their stars on the ground. Hopefully you know what I'm saying, but I think that's so cool because you can actually make your sim get a star in that area. I like how that makes you feel like you actually affect the world around you. And then I'm a really big fan of the community lots in Delso Valley. I think they were pretty well done. I mean, they're EA lots, what do you expect? But I think they were pretty well done. And then the area for, I guess, like the up-and-coming celebrities, the little area with big lots. I don't know why the lots are so big in the starter home area, but they are, and I really like how that area looks. And I kind of sometimes do like how big the lots are, just because you can build multiple houses on those lots, but at the same time, I just wish they would have separated them so we didn't have to worry about the 8 sim limit. But we get to some problems when we talk about the pinnacles. So tell me why there are only 3 lots for the famous celebrities, because in my mind, I can easily think of at least 3 storylines for celebrity sims. So it just feels so limiting that we only have 3 lots, and when you start up your game, 2 out of 3 of those are taken because the Bailey Moon family lives in one of them and Judith Ward lives in one of them. So if you don't want to delete any of these pre-mates, then you only have 1 lot to live in when you want to live in the pinnacles. So that's just super annoying. I feel like it would just be so easy to add a couple more lots, and it would really make the game so much better, at least in my opinion, because I am a builder and I do like to think about making a save file. I've mentioned this so many times, but I do want to make a save file once I have all of the packs. It's so fun. I have so many storyline ideas, but it's such a struggle when you have so many storyline ideas, but you only have 3 lots. So you have to like throw certain ideas out the window and you have to mash some of them together. It just doesn't really work. I know that this is like a first world problem. It's not affecting gameplay all that much, but it still really gets on my nerves, and I feel like it is something that the Sims team really needs to work on, especially when it comes to Eco Lifestyle and Evergreen Harbor. I keep forgetting what the name of that world is. Evergreen Harbor is a mess. So if you think about it from the map view, there is a neighborhood on the right, and there might be a neighborhood on the left that's very similar to this, but on the right there is a neighborhood with like multiple rows of houses, but you can only build on one of those lots. Something's not right with that. Something about that just rubs me the wrong way. Like, the fact that next door neighbors no longer exist is just so annoying to me. Remember, I'm talking about these things like they're in the past, but you know how Willow Creek has 3 separate neighborhoods and then like the 2 bigger homes? Like, it's a whole neighborhood. You have enough room to make a town feel like it's alive. Like, if you go to the starter homes area, you have 4 neighbors all around you. but when it comes to Evergreen Harbor and some of the other worlds that we got recently, it is nothing like that. She is nothing of the sort. Like, it's just so annoying. I know it isn't that big of a deal, but I saw a thread about this on Twitter and I was like, I really had to talk about this in one of my builds, and this is kind of perfect because Del Sol Valley is definitely guilty of this. Anyway, let's move on to something a little bit more positive, gameplay. I have gotten the most enjoyment out of gameplay than all of the other packs combined. I'm not even kidding you. Get Famous has provided me with hours and hours of enjoyment. I have a sim named Fatima, and she is a B-lister. She's not even an A-list celebrity yet, which I think is very telling because a lot of things in The Sims 4 you can get done super quickly, so I really enjoy that fact. It's just super fun to climb the social ladder and do all these acting gigs, especially because you can actually fail. I feel like with a lot of the things in The Sims 4, you can't fail. Like, you can't go wrong, you can't really do anything bad or get a bad reputation, but you can get a bad reputation with Get Famous. I just think this pack really adds a lot gameplay wise, so it's really up there for me. Create a sim like it's average, build by is average, and then the world. It's nice, but it's also an absolute disappointment, but I absolutely love gameplay. Gameplay just adds so much, so I actually would recommend this pack just for the gameplay, and that's saying a lot because I am a builder. But anyway, we are getting to the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you did enjoy it. If you did, a like would be very appreciated. Also know that I post new videos every other day, so if you want to be notified whenever I post, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell. Wow, my outro is really long, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye!